So today we're finally doing a realistic turkey hunt, and I've kind of saved this till the end of the creator weekend so we could learn as much as we could about these guys before we set out to do it. And I feel like we're finally ready to actually do this. So we found a lot of turkey spots on yesterday's Twitch stream, and I'm hoping that's going to allow us to get a bunch of these during the course of the video. But my main goal is actually to show you guys them strutting, because they will do it. TK got it clipped on his live stream, and apparently it's just very rare to actually see it. So we talked to him during the stream yesterday, and he said maybe they're going to increase that. And I hope they do, because I think that's what most people want to see. I think most people want to see like the strutting and the gobbling and all that good stuff, but I decided to set up on this guy, and from what I understand, they actually don't go to the decoys, which I'm hoping maybe that will change, but they go to the location of the call, so we'll see kind of what he does, and maybe if he gets near enough to the decoys, he'll strut, and I'd love to get a screenshot of it if I can, but the main thing is I want to actually show you guys if we can get it to happen. So we're going to keep calling, keep making sure he comes this way. And I did actually bring the camo 20 gauge, so I use a camo 12 gauge in real life, and that's kind of the closest thing I could get to that in the game, so I'm not sure why he doesn't want to get any closer, but the longer he stands out there, I feel like the more likely it is he eventually decides to strut, so I don't really mind that too much. So there's something we have seen them do. They'll actually run, like once they locate the decoys, which is cool, and run closer, but I think he might kind of be getting our wind, which I know turkeys shouldn't, but he went alert there, so we're going to get him. And we got him pretty decent. He kind of stood around there a second. That is something I hope they fix. The turkeys do sort of just stand there when they get hit, which I've seen comments saying that turkeys should spook slowly, which I kind of agree with, but when they're shot, they definitely need to speed up, and that was even a lung hit. Surprised he survived that long, but first little turkey there. And I will say, during the Twitch stream, we noticed they are very, very active and very easy to find, like in the late evening. So right now, it's almost 1700, and I think it's blackberry drink time, so we'll probably see a good number of them as we go around, but we're going to try to set up on some more of these guys when we can. There's another slightly decent one. And maybe if he ends up in a feed zone or whatever, we can figure out where he's going to be. We might try the ground blind, because I brought that, but from my experience with these so far, you really want to be able to see them coming in, because of course you have to set the ground blind up over 200 meters away, and sometimes they just do not want to come in, so it's going to have to be a very open spot, which this is if he ends up feeding up there. Okay, so there's actually a whole flock of them up there feeding, so we may try this. Now, from what I've been able to gather, they don't actually come in unless you're calling from under 200 meters, which is what most callers do in the game. But the turkey caller does say its effective range is 500 meters, so I'm not sure actually what the deal with that is. But I'm going to set this up. That trailer's kind of an interesting thing. Maybe I'll just kind of go over here so that's not in our way. And I want to make sure they don't spook, because I tried this a couple of times, and sometimes it seems like they just spook regardless of the range. And if they do, I'll just pop one with the 22, because I did bring that just in case. And yeah, they went defensive, so even that was too far away. But we got that guy, and at least we can go with that and move on. So to be honest, I'll bring the ground blind with us, but I really felt like that was well over 200 meters. Maybe I was not ranging it properly? We'll check the range of the shot. I think maybe we just shouldn't worry about that looking at the range I just saw there, though. So if this shot was over 200 meters, which I believe it was, I might just forget about the ground blind, because I just don't want to have to keep spooking turkeys. And that was 230 meters, so the blind was at least that far away. I'm not really sure, unless the spook range is 250, but to be honest, I probably won't worry about it. We'll just keep setting up, because I'd rather shoot them with the shotgun than keep doing that with the 22, but we're going to head up through here. And one thing I wanted to mention before we get too far into this video, I am planning on streaming on Twitch tonight. It'll be later because it's Father's Day, and I'm sure I'll be hanging out with my family a little bit longer than usual, but I want to do that hopefully, you know, at some point tonight, so I'll mention, of course, in Discord when I do. And while we're at it, happy Father's Day to everybody that is a father out there. Also, since there's a hen here, we're going to shoot it out of the air once it eventually does spook, just for fun. Maybe we're going to shoot it out of the air. That got far away fast. I believe we hit her, but not very good, so maybe we can save that. She looks like she's flying wounded to me. I mean, she's dying very, very slowly. I wonder if that'll actually kill her. I'll kind of go up there and see if I can find her, because I'm curious to see, like, what the minimum amount of shotgun pellets into one of these is to like actually kill it. So I'll watch for hunting pressure. But she hasn't died yet. So I don't really know what to think about this, but they do actually leave footprints as they fly. Which, I mean, obviously they shouldn't, but at the same time, like, if you shoot one that kind of gets away, you're able to trail it a little better. Like, I'm not sure. It would be best if they just leave blood, I think, but that is something I've noticed, and she did actually go down, so I want to see, like, the range and how many pellets actually hit her. It was 3 hits, 1 kind of up in the wing and 2 down there, at 73 meters. I'm surprised that actually got her, but, I mean, that's good to know. If you just, like, take a shot at range, you could actually get it. But hopefully we can actually get to taking some other ones with the shotgun off the ground now. So another thing that I'm not really sure what to think about, turkeys actually do have the ability to kind of smell you. And I can kind of understand it because I assume that it's not a matter of like animals having a sense of smell in the game, it's more of like your presence kind of being added to when the wind blows towards an animal. But I do wish that actually didn't affect it. I will say though, like, any added difficulty to turkey hunting I don't really have an issue with, because they should actually be difficult to get. So if we want to get these guys with a shotgun, we're going to have to move around them so the wind is better. And maybe we can actually double up, or maybe there's a better chance they're going to strut when there's 2 of them. I don't know, but I'm going to try to get somewhere where we're hidden and can bring them in. Maybe like up there somewhere. And we can set up on those too. So I think we actually did manage to get around them without spooking them. There's just a bit of a hill that kind of blocks our view as to where they are right now, but yeah, one of their heads coming in right there. So we actually managed to do it. I hope they're both there. They actually are. And I hear, I think, more footsteps up the hill somewhere, which sound the same like size, so there may actually be other ones. We have 3 rounds. Oh, you know what? I think probably what I hear is hens. But anyway, we better focus on these guys because they're kind of running in. And maybe, if we're lucky, they're actually going to strut for us. Because I think the fact that there's hens around may help that. But this guy's getting pretty close. So unless he does it really soon, I think we're going to have to take them. I'm going to shoot that guy first, though. Not bad. There was another Tom there, which we'll probably try to get with the 22. Actually, no, we won't. It's coming right over us. That was a big one, too. Up to the max score estimate and max weight. He is a gold, 4.4, which isn't too bad. That was the best setup we've done so far. The only thing I wish is, number 1, of course, they would have strutted. And number 2, I wish you could have seen the first one we shot a little bit better, but I think that closer guy would have spooked, but not bad. 25 meters and still hit 18 times, mostly in the neck and skull area. So, we're going to go ahead and take down our decoys, and then I actually am going to go claim that outpost because I don't have it, and clearly this is a good spot to come back to. So, we'll go and do that quickly. So I almost spooked him, but luckily he gave out a warning call. The issue is with that spot, the wind's really bad. That was a interesting little thing he just did. So I'm actually going up to check another feed zone. I reset the time to morning. So I think, just to speed this up, we're going to get him and go check the other feed zone, because I don't think we're going to get him in with the wind, and he's not that big. So I'd rather check the feed zone and see if there's any other ones. I think that may be a gobbler spooking, though. Yeah, he's much better. He's a bigger one. So he's defensive, and of course he's going to end up nervous after that. So I'm not sure, like, if we'll be able to get him. But at least we know there's a better one we could maybe reset the time for. And if nothing else, we'll go for him. But I want to check the feed zone that's up here, and that'll be easier to move around with the wind if we can actually have them in a zone. And I feel like I'm shooting more than I'd like to with the 22 in this video, but also just for trying to actually get some good sized ones and actually get, like, at least potential for them to strut. I feel like we had to just get that guy out of the way, because trying to set up on him would not have been easy. But somewhere out here by my marker is a turkey feed zone, and we'll see if we can maybe locate that. I bet the elk probably have that one now, but the turkeys would still use it. So there were no turkeys in that zone, and actually I reset the time twice, and I cannot find that gobbler that we let get away there, the high score one. So I'm not sure what the deal is with him, but for the moment I actually have to jump off of here. So what I'm going to do is actually come back later and I'm going to really try to get them to strut, so I guess I'll record it because, of course, they may not strut for that long, so I want to be recording if they do, but I'm not planning on putting anything from that in the video unless I get them to strut, so that's going to be the plan, and, I mean, we'll see if it works. Oh my goodness. That's a big level 2 as well. I don't know what color that is, but that's really cool. We definitely have to go set up on that. I don't want to try to do a ground blind because I'm afraid of spooking it. And it's in such a nice spot right there. But I wonder if we can get to, like, maybe that tree. It just depends on the range of stuff. I think that might be that light brown color that I saw posted in Discord the other day, which is really, really nice. But the fact that he's a good scoring one as well, like, that could actually be a diamond. Level 2 diamond turkeys have been a thing. And he's some kind of rare one. That's actually crazy that he's right here. So we're not going to be able to spot him any longer. But I can kind of use the map to know how far away he is. And I'd like to get less than 150 if I can. As for hiding spots, that tree there might be our last option. But maybe if we go up into here, that might work better. So let's see if we can get up there and get our decoy set up and stuff, because that's just such a cool little thing to find. So I want to set him up on the road, I think, just because that's going to give us a nice clear view. And hopefully he's not going to, for some reason, spook from this. I'm going to set that one there. And just so it's not too much moving, kind of put this guy like that. That actually wouldn't be a very unrealistic setup. Kind of have the strutting very visible for him to see if he was on his way in. I'm trying to see if I can get that spotting to show up again. He would have been out there. I'm not able to spot him through the side of the hill, but we're going to get hidden. I actually went too far back even. And we're going to start hitting this call and see if he comes in. Those decoys are going to be close, but to be honest, I don't need him to get all the way to the decoys. I just need him to come in most of the way. So I just want to keep that waypoint there, although honestly the feed zone is going to tell us. So I guess I'll get rid of that. We'll see if that's going to get him to come in this way. And hopefully... Oh, yeah. He's on his way, so... Hopefully he's going to get in nice and close and give us a shot. I seriously can't even believe we're seeing that. I want to see if their beard is actually, like, white, or if it ends up being black, because I think, from the rare turkeys I've seen in real life, their beards tend to actually stay, like, the normal black color, but... that might not be the case for this one. It looks like he actually has a white beard, which I have no idea if they can have a white beard in real life. So if you guys have seen that, let me know in the comments, because I'm very curious if that's actually what should happen. And I guess it depends on what he actually is. If he's that light brown, if he's maybe albino, or if he's, I think there's a leucistic. Like, I think that actually would matter. But yeah, at least through the grass, his beard looks white to me, but he's getting nice and close. We're going to keep on trying to get him down here closer to the decoys. But it does seem like they're more interested in the call with all of these, so that's not too surprising, but that's so cool. Yeah, he's 100% got a white beard. And he's not albino or leucistic. I think that's that light brown, because I'm seeing it now on, like, the top of his feathers. He's got a lot of brown color in there, but... that's so cool. I want to see if he'll strut for us. I don't know if we'll get that lucky, but if we can, I really want to get a screenshot. So I'm actually going to turn off tracks super quick, just in case we can get that lucky. Because if we can get a screenshot of that, that would be the coolest thing. Now, realistically, you'd never be calling with a gobbler that close, but just because of the way the game works, I want him to keep coming in. Gosh, I'm going to try to get a couple of screenshots even without, but he's attentive now. Just want that spotting outline to go away. Just because I 100% want to keep these for the future. But I think he's going to end up spooking pretty soon, so we better get our shotgun. We're 0 for 25. That's so cool. I wish we could have gotten him to strut, but just the way we set up, it wasn't going to happen. I'm pretty confident that's a light brown. And I hope maybe we can get lucky enough to get like a level 2 diamond out of him, but either way, that's going to make the turkey multi-mount look a whole lot better. Actually, I should screenshot from the top too, just to see that kind of brown colored fan. But let's take a look here. He is just a gold. He's 4.4, so 0.2 below diamond. But a light brown with 43 hits into the neck, mostly into the breastbone, and I think there's a lung shot in there too. Pretty effective. I love that camo 20 gauge. I wish I could like somehow mount the turkey with that in the trophy lodge. There's a couple of places you could do something like that if we mounted him just by himself. But doing the multi-mount, I'm not sure, but that is just so cool. I mentioned it in yesterday's video with the pronghorn. Like, if I was going to get a diamond rare, I guess I'd rather be on the live game where I can keep it, so to be honest, the fact that he ended up being a gold, I don't have much of a problem with that, but that's awesome. So no strutting while they're alive, but at least we get to see some strutting here in the trophy lodge. And that light brown is really cool. What is the deal? It might be just a trophy lodge thing, or maybe even in the game they'll do that. I'll actually mention that as a bit of feedback, but it seems like there's some black feathers that show from certain angles while they're strutting. But either way, I'd really like to have like a diamond, a rare, and maybe just a rare female as well in this multi-mount when the map comes out. Because I think that looks cool, and that light brown's a very cool color. I really do like that, so I guess unfortunately we're probably going to have to wait until the map actually comes out to see some strutting, and hopefully they make it more common as I talked about earlier in the video, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I can't wait to actually hunt these guys like that when the map comes out, because that was one of the things I talked about. It would just be kind of shooting them at a distance from with the 22, but it's actually a lot more fun to do it with the shotgun, so I think that's something we're definitely going to be doing, and like I said, hopefully they'll strut and it'll be a lot more interesting once the map is released. But I think that's going to do it for this video, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.